kidney infection coming up.
No.
Kidney or bladder.
It's so hot.
I read that.
I know, right?
Is it contagious?
Probably.
Could you give it to me?
Country Time lemonade is supposed to.
I don't know.
Could I take it away from
Country
me?
Time lemonade is supposed to. If you
Well,
drink
this
that-
has lemon in it, so I just thought I didn't see any other lemonade where I was at. So
You gotta
just
shut
thought
the door.
I'm not. I know. I'm not ready. 'Cause
Your country time lemonade. I'm just saying.
Do we have the special ear thing?
Remember, I need apparatus.
Yeah.
Oh.
I thought your hair was down today for some reason.
It was down the other day, but then I put it up because I did that No Effects
like to
thing yesterday.
No, that does not work.
Promo for No Effects new next concert thing. I don't know. I don't listen to them. I mean, they're great. Love them.
Yeah, for sure.
Not really my kind of punk.
Yeah, I liked it when I was a teenager, but
That's when someone would like it.
yeah.
I mean, I'm a little older than you, so like when they came out, I was already like, now. I thought Fugazi was, like they were doable.
Yeah.
Like they had a couple more songs that I could deal with, but all the rest of the bands in those genres were too happy for me.
Yeah.
You took it.
What does that mean?
You took it.
Where?
I can just do this, you guys. I can just, I mean, right? This works. I can hear myself.
It's just a matter of like keeping the mic.
I mean, I hear myself great.
Let me check upstairs.
I sound awesome.
You looking?
I sound like a whore.
Really?
Dude, that painting is so sweet.
I know,
I
right?
love it.
Do you know who that dude is?
Uh,
He's a nice guy.
who did it? What's his name?
This dude Phil Goodrich. Just really cool dude.
Beautiful, man.
I did it one time finally, and I got it worked out like 5 seconds ago before you walked in.
What do you mean? What was wrong with the board?
I don't know. Like Katie just plugged it in here, and I was like, "That's not real." She's like, "Yeah, it is." I'm like, "No, it's not. I haven't tuned that guitar in like fucking 3 years. It's not real." She's like, "It's plugged in." I'm like,
It's still real. Like
I know, but I just didn't like take it serious.
You're crazy.
And then no shit. But then I like today I was like, wait, Mel's is coming. I'm like, is that thing? What is that thing? Is this a fucking pose or? I'm like, oh, there's a plug over there. And then I went and plugged it in, and I was like, yep.
Do you think more the guitar wasn't gonna work or the practice amp?
Oh no, I knew my guitar is out of tune and out of key because it's years.
I wouldn't know. I'm deaf in my left ear.
Well, you would know.
I don't know what he did with it.
Huh?
I looked, I don't know what he did with it. All I found was this.
Who did with what?
The ear thing for my.
Oh.
Ow!
So just let me do the upside down thing.
I'm just gonna do the upside down.
Do you want me in on this, Jason?
Yes.
Okay. Just make it.
Yes.
I'll break it to you. I've never lied to you, Katie. I feel like now's the time to break it to you. So here it is. Zing.
So wise.
Guess I'll leave.
Mm-hmm.
So you are working tonight?
I never work on Mondays. It's my laundry day.
Oh, I don't know.
Always laundry day for me. I'm always at the laundromat across the way from my house.
Look at these colors together. All of them. Do you have this one?
No, was this another one from the Target?
Oh, you know.
Yeah, no, this one's better than the. I mean, I didn't find this one in my size last time, but I did get that one floofy
Yeah.
one.
That's good.
Floofin.
Floofing jacket.
Yeah, the picture I just posted on the gram was from the laundromat. That just happened. I just ran into my soulmate.
Saw that.
So
It just
good.
happened. She was like, "Can I take a picture with you?" I was like, "Yeah." She took like a regular, like shoulder to shoulder picture with me. I was like, "Now can we do one that I want to do?"
Now
And
can we
she's like,
go out?
"Yeah." And she was like, "What?" I was like, "Can we both pose up against your car?" She's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Okay."
That's awesome.
That's a cooler picture. Yo.
They're showing your face, friend.
What?
What's up? Can you hear me now?
Totes.
Totes.
Sounds good.
Alright, welcome.
These work.
They do work. That's for YouTube and officialjasonellis.com, which is a paid for website.
Oh, you can't use them when.
Well, you could be on my YouTube site, which is free, which is official Jason Ellis. No, that's officialallismade.com, which is free. You can go on there on YouTube whenever you want, and you'll see some stuff. But if you go to officialjasonellis.com, which is a paid for website, you will see
Boobs.
like things.
Ooh, triple X.
Sorry, I just ruined your build-up.
I know.
Boobs.
It pretty much doesn't. I mean, ass. But
I mean, I
really
would have guessed.
No.
You know, I know how it works. Yeah. You know, even though I'm an exhibitionist and I give it all away for free, it's horrible.
Yeah, but you get this weird thing where if you gave it away for too much money, then it wouldn't feel right, so you don't do it.
Yeah, well, also I just don't like anyone requesting it. And if I did it for pay, then people would think they could buy whatever, and then I just get mad.
Yeah, I don't think anyone will ever get it, and I never did until I got to the point where I felt like I was just a hooker to everybody, and that if I was to be true to myself, that I would be broke. Because I would not answer to anybody. I would be angry at everybody. Because everybody wants a little piece of the lie. So if you're like, I really like you, man, I like how you tell it. You fucking bitch.
And then they're offended.
If you really want me to tell it, you just put yourself on blast. Because no one's really trying to be really who they are. They're all ducking something. Everybody's scared of something. That's what the government holds over you, is because you're scared of something. You're scared of everybody finding it. To me, I feel like the scariest thing is, and I think most people would be way less if they were like, okay, here's the truth. You know what I mean? Sometimes I eat free at Taco Bell. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't make your shit is nothing to me. Right. I wouldn't care about it at all, but you'll hide it for the rest of your dying days. Like, you will not tell your grandson when it's like your last breath, I sold, you know what I mean, or I got sucked off, because this is this big thing. It's like a big deal. You might ruin somebody's life if they find out.
No, but that's what I like about you, is that you've put everything out there. That, I mean, I feel like you've always been so honest, and you tell everybody everything, so no one can hold shit over you.
Well, I wasn't doing it so they couldn't hold shit over me, but
that is a nice benefit, though.
I guess that's a benefit, even though
I do the
it's
same
not a
thing,
benefit,
though.
Malice, and you know better than I do, because I no longer read social media anymore, because I feel like people can just make up stuff about you right there and then, and it could be 50% true or a lie, depending on what time of day, from some random. Yeah. So I'm just like, I feel like I have so many things that I have to keep going for everybody, because I don't need this. I don't need any of it. I could just live in the bushes, and you can't. But if you take it all away, then the pressure's gone, and if the pressure's here, then I need something for it. It's a give and take, but I don't.
Yeah, but you don't owe anybody anything.
No, I owe a lot of people lots of stuff.
No, you don't. You think you do, but you don't. You really don't.
I owe my kids.
Oh, them, that's different. But they don't, like, you know, they don't need as much as you think they do, as far as, like, you know, financial or whatever, you know, like, just you existing is all they need, you know, really.
Yeah, so
and
stay alive.
For them.
Stay alive is good.
You know, like, you're an awesome dad. Like, so many people don't even have a dad. You know, and, like, they don't, a dad that's even present. You know what I'm saying?
I know. Some dads being there could be worse than not being there.
That's straight up,
you know
too.
That.
You know?
Right.
I know that, too. It's like, you know, I was talking to a girlfriend at work the other day about that. You know, she, like, her mom passed away. There's actually a few of the girls I work with had that happen to them. And I'm like, it's always the good moms. It's always the good dads that RIP. You know, it's like the ones that were...
Well, what's the song? Only the Good Die Young? Is it Billy Joel?
Yeah, it's like if she was a fucking total cunt and she beat the shit out of you every day, she would have fucking still been alive.
Right, dusty old bitch.
You know, if she was like some fucking hag that wouldn't let you fucking live, you know, like, you know, that's funny about life. But I mean, my belief is everyone's here to teach us some shit, and whether it be from living or dying, you have to take your lessons, you know?
I like that.
It's true. Like, if you don't learn from it, I think, in my mind, you're doomed to repeat it in your next lifetime until you get it straight. That's what I think. It just keeps me from repeating my stupid shit.
Right.
Are you 17 years sober?
Yeah. I know, it was
You skipped a year because you lost count?
No, I I totally added an extra year because I'm bad at math. I put down 18, and then my sister texted me, and she was like, I have 18 years sober. You have 17.
Oh, only a sister could call that out. 'Cause that is such a cunty thing to say.
Oh, it's not. It's true, but she got sober a year before me.
But if you're 18 years sober and your sister's 17, you can say it, but nobody else is saying shit.
Nobody else is saying shit. I mean, I put the date on there. No one even called me out on the math.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if anybody else had done the math in their own brain, which I can't do in my brain, I'd have to write it down or use my hands.
Yeah.
Like, or a calculator. Like, if it's more than 5, I don't know. Like, I can't. That's how I have 5 fingers.
Hey, do you think this looks cool if I put these gold things in my teeth? Look at this.
Fuck yeah.
You already say that.
You say that. Wait till he speaks.
Wait, why is that going in there?
Are you putting the wrong ones in?
Probably.
You putting mine in?
Yeah, Gold Teeth Canada.
Wait, that's Katie's teeth.
Give him.
She put your bottom girl on his top teeth.
Oh my god.
Oh, there they are.
When I posted a photo of a couple different people were like, "Wow, you have really straight teeth," and I'm like, "That is such a fucking weird comment to make." Like,
Hey,
So cool.
Right?
No, I like it. I love it.
yeah.
here you go.
And then mine. Oh my god, very excited.
It's
Oh
Christmas.
shit! I won't be able to put it on until I can do it in front of a mirror.
Why?
'Cause I can't do it without putting it on a mirror.
Katie, shove it up in her mouth.
Do you have a little handheld mirror?
I could.
Here you go.
I could show you this.
Where's my phone?
I just always use my phone.
Okay, let's see. If I
Okay,
can
this
do
is me
this.
talking through my
Dun,
gold
dun, dun.
teeth.
Are you guys ready?
Oh.
Okay.
Is it the top that you
Mhm.
got? Yeah.
It's weird because
Oh, I just heard a click.
no,
Oh,
it didn't click because
is it the right side?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
No, I told them I wanted to do that crooked tooth,
Ah.
and
You
they
know-
said the crooked one would hold better.
Mm-hmm. Mine were hard to put in the first time. It was a bit of a push,
I'm scared.
and then they're all nice and
I
tight.
tried to do a mirror.
This is not. I'm just holding my phone up to her face in selfie mode. Not the best mirror.
I don't.
You want to go in the mirror? Go on, go put it in the mirror.
Honestly,
Go put it on.
It's a mirror right there.
I want you to.
When I saw
Shut up.
this too, because look, you can see it is these 2 crooked teeth, and when I saw how they did it, it doesn't go all the way up.
Shove it
That's
up
a
into your
problem.
face.
Because it's probably not going to stay.
I think it'll stay.
Where's the mirror?
Right here.
Oh, right here.
We're all drooling on ourselves.
No, I just noticed when I was putting it in and out yesterday.
In and out, and in
That
and out.
yeah, that's me. That Tiger was like, "Hey, Daddy, you got drool in your beard," and I was like, "Wait, no, I don't, dude." And I looked in the mirror, I was like, "Oh my god, I do."
Do you
And
wanna hear something
I'm like,
funny?
"How embarrassing!" He's like, "Relax."
That was this morning.
Yeah, I know.
Such a long day.
Was a long day, right?
Yeah,
'Cause
because
we lost an
stupid
hour.
Time change.
And what time did we get up?
Spring forward. I mean, I woke up a little, like around 6. That's when I started doing.
Oh, okay, now I remember. 5 in the morning. Ain't no big deal.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I'm
Okay.
person.
I think it's. I
In
think
soul.
that's the best it's gonna get.
You got it in.
It's like.
I mean, what?
Do you need
It doesn't make any sense.
Do you
Like
want
what?
me to grease you up?
Oh, it just keeps popping out.
I want you to grease her up.
Grease it up and shove it in.
Anyway,
But this is the best I'm gonna get. Like,
Oh, but it looks
Show me.
good.
it's just this part pokes out quite a bit.
Yeah.
show me. I mean, I can't see it from here.
Huh?
What are you
I mean, as in I can't see it being bad for me. Can you see it?
I don't see it being bad. I think it looks good. I mean, it's gonna feel different than your regular teeth because it's something else on top of it, so it doesn't
No,
make it stick out a
no,
little
it.
more.
I mean, that tooth does stick out a little. Maybe I do just need to adjust. Let me see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Suck it in a little bit.
Anyway, champ, let's get that shit on. I mean, let's get this shit on.
Okay,
So I got questions because I want to talk about.
I'm gonna take this off for now, though.
Yeah. No, I can't talk through the top ones. No way.
Okay.
I want to talk about the UFC, which is not going to work out with Malice here, but I want to talk about Anna Nicole Smith's life because I did not know how desperate that shit was. And then, of course, man guns. Because I feel like men get away with guns unless you're a girl with huge tits. Because I think that girls with huge tits can have big fat bellies and they get away with it by riding their tits over their fat bellies.
Oh, guns. I thought you said guns.
No. I'm not talking about weapons here for once.
I thought.
Sorry, ladies. I'm talking about the cunt gun.
Yeah.
A gut, and a cunt.
Yeah,
but I won't say no.
But he's
I won't say it because the Fupa is like it could sponsor NASCAR. You cannot sponsor NASCAR, cunt. I mean gunt. Gunt. It's too brutal. You know where it's coming from. You know it's near the cunt.
Yeah.
You know it's near it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it can't be good. Even if it was like I love tight abs over a cunt. You know what I mean? It wouldn't work out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway.
So you feel like the titties make it okay? That's your.
I know a lot of people with big fat stomachs and big fat titties,
Yeah.
and they hide their big fat stomachs over their big fat titties. And somehow they will metamorphosize the rest of their body into not being fat.
Mm-hmm.
Somehow, therefore, hiding that gut over their titties. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it, but I will say that it is a hide. It's like a tumor under my ballsack. Yeah. Oh, really? Is it really? Have I gone too far? Imagine.
A tumor under your balls.
Imagine I have a big dick and big balls, and I'm like, yeah. And you're like, God damn, that's a pretty solid dick. And then you're like working the shaft, and I get hard. You're working the balls, and you work past the balls. You're like, whoa, what is that? It was a lump. It was holding the balls and the shaft up higher to make it look bigger. But in actual fact, it was a tumor.
That's cool.
What would you think, ladies?
I mean, if it's hidden, I guess.
Right?
Out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah. I mean, behind your balls.
These situations are always going to be about more like, how much do you like the person? Like every time I ever hook up with someone, like if I'm even considering it, they start off, let's say they start off with 100 points. I'll do it on a point system. And then there's certain things that
who starts with 100 points?
Down. Huh?
Each new
Name a guy that's listening to the podcast that starts with 100 points.
Everybody starts
A
with
celebrity.
100 points.
Someone you talking about like someone who I would bone?
Yeah.
Starting at 100?
Yeah.
Like before I know anything I don't like about
Yeah.
them?
Okay, let me just give you Jared Leto.
I knew you were going to say that. So was I.
He's pretty hot.
He's really good looking.
I could bone him.
Okay, so
Yeah.
She boned him. She used to go out with him.
I could bone him. Anyway, but I mean, if it's one of those things. Like a guy walks in the door, like I had a date with him and I was planning on fucking him. He's like, that's 100 points.
Yeah.
And then he walks in and he's like, says something douchey. Take down a point. Then I find out, oh, he smokes. Take down another point.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, a lot. I think I take down 50 points
I'm
already.
not fucking you.
Yeah.
Huh?
I'm not fucking you.
Yeah. Well, wait.
I told the girl that, and then she came over to my house with a toothbrush, and then when I made out with her in my house, she smelled like toothpaste and cigarettes.
It is a boner killer. To me, it's like people can go past that if they bring their points back up with something like, oh, they smoke but they love animals. Then I'll be like, okay, maybe.
Okay.
Or they smoke but they they have different things that they could do. They did something thoughtful for me, or whatever.
Okay.
I can let it slide for different reasons. Things I can.
That's really big of you, considering you're single and super hot.
I mean, it's not
It's weird.
because I'm not perfect either. I'm sure I can.
So what is the bad part?
I'm sure I can point
You take
myself.
huge shits that clog the toilet?
No, here.
Well, then how
I'll
the fuck?
give you, everyone has different things that they're into and things about me that would turn them off. Like I'm pretty sure, like a lot of guys, if they knew the kind of fucking porn I like to watch, they probably wouldn't like me.
Is it gay porn?
I love gay porn and I love gangbangs and I love just more like I like what what
You ever see the one where they're all like working in the car place and like they're working on cars, mechanics?
Shop,
Yeah, and then the big black guy at the very end who has the biggest dick out of everybody, does the big like whoa, and comes on everybody.
I haven't seen this. I probably like it.
I think that's where you and me fell. I was like, wow, I think I'm really in love with this girl. Because you had the two.
It's called Can't Keep It Down 2. two.
Oh,
You're the two. You're the
twos of the porns are always the best ones.
You're the top two
Squirting my gape too.
of the porns gay porns that I've ever seen. The one other gay porn was an Asian guy that introduced me to crystal meth in America, in Hollywood. So I'd done speed before and like.
Oh, meth is so nice.
But I'd never smoked meth, so I was not aware of what I was doing when I was doing it. And he was like, "Hold it in." I'm like, "Okay, sure." And then I'm like, "Wow, this is really crazy." And then next thing you know, he's like, "I show you porn of straight guy," and I'm like, "Oh," and I'm like, "Okay, sure." No, because he lives on Gatna. I live on Gatna Street. You like this pussy? You fuck this pussy. You like this pussy? And I'm like, yeah, man, sure. He's like, you smoke ice, you fuck pussy, and I'm like, yeah, sure.
So cute, actually. This accent, I like it.
But I remember, but it was the first guy that ever said, you pussy, you like this pussy, and I'm like, what? Where? And he's like, you like this pussy? I'm like, oh dang, I didn't know. I'm like, oh I'm like, oh dang, I'm like, yeah, sure. Okay. No. Like I would really way rather a girl on my penis right now. But you're the only person that's going to give me free drugs and play porn and like pamper me.
Yeah.
So this weird pamper and I could not for the first. I didn't realize that I was getting involved in how deep it was going to go because I was in 15 minutes of. You ain't seriously thinking this guy is straight, right? And he's like, "What you say?" And I'm like, "The guy's gay as fuck. How can you say this guy is straight?" Because I really had somehow, even being from Melbourne where it's super gay and there's gay people, you're allowed to exist as gay. I did not know, I had not seen it, and I did not know that there was a full-on, like, fake gay boy, like a gay guy going, "Oh, what's going on?" I was like, this guy, like, you know when a gay guy walks into a scene, you're like, that guy's the gayest guy I've ever seen. He has, "No, I have pants on, I'm very serious about not being gay," and I'm like, "You're the gayest dude ever." And it's, "Have you ever tried to suck a cock, boy?" "Well, no, I'm not a gay man. That would be terrible." And then like railing his ass in 10 seconds. I'm like, wow. But he had this video. Man, I love how I never have said this.
You were the straight guy.
And he would play this video every time. And I would watch the video. And I would be like, "Can I fast forward it?" He's like, "Yeah." So I'd fast forward. Every time I'd go there, I'd fast forward to the next scene of whatever this guy would deal with. And he's like, "Oh, I'm not sure if this is okay to bench press and suck cock." And I'm like,
"Oh my god!"
I'm like, "Are you serious?" Like, and then, "You fuck her pussy." He's like, "God nah, you fuck my pussy, God nah." And I'm like, "Yeah, sure, fuck your pussy." Like, and I was so gacked out. Like, and I was my roommate. He suck hot. I'm like, I don't care.
Oh.
It's like, "Yeah, I can suck hot." I'm like, "Yeah, sure, just put the porn on. Like, put it on now and give me the meth now." And that's when I knew I had it. And that's when I knew, like, it was probably like a month. And I was like, "You just give me you got the meth? Give me the pipe."
Uh-oh.
And I was like, "Give me the I'm like, "Okay, now you guys can touch my dick, but not until then."
Yeah.
And it was like an immediate thing. I was like, "You sound like a junkie. You sound like really, yeah." And then the would not take the downers. I would never do the Xanax thing.
Oh, that's good.
So I would only just drink.
Yeah.
So man, this is a bombarding of my ex-wife. I would hide in alleyways and just drink until it shut down the system.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's some shit to
And
hide.
the married thing was somebody full on booby trapped me into smoke this. I was smoking weed.
Yeah.
And he's hold it. I'm like, "Yeah, I know, motherfucker. I'm aware." You know what I mean? And I'm like, that's not funny. What is that? And then the guys look at his face and I'm like, "What the fuck did you just give me?" And I was like, I know you've been sober for a really long time, Alice, but I did, like I told Katie a story today where I did like 4 years sober and somebody booby trapped me into doing something, and then I just was sober for another couple of years after. I didn't do what you usually do when you get a taste. You just go, "Well," like I just got a taste, and then I shot up in the eyeball. I was like, no, because I wasn't that. You know, I got different friends that are addicted to different shit.
Well, also when you're booby trapped to doing something, it's not like your intention was to go out and fuck your life up. You just fell into something. And it's like if that had happened, if I had accidentally or not intentionally like gotten high, like some of the times I've hung out with what's his face that used to work for Cypress Hill guys. Like I've like
Right.
sat in that area and just been like, I might be a little bit of side stream high right now. I don't know, but can't. I'm gonna be fine. I'm not gonna like be like, oh, I relapsed or something. I was not intending to get high, and I'm just like I'm not sitting there like trying to get high off the side stream smoke. It's just I'm in this room and I think I might be feeling a little something, but I know it's not like I'm fucking high and I'm fucked up.
Yeah,
but
and then you're not seeking out like a cloudy room.
Yeah, but it's not like I'm gonna go fucking shoot up now. Oh, I fucked up.
Yeah.
Like.
Oh well.
But it is a little different. Like when you're using like some drugs and then someone puts something else in that's even more harsh because it's like that's like you're getting the real like shit in your and crystal is like I done both speed and crystal's a different demon than speed. Like either or is pretty fucked up, but crystal, Jesus Christ, I only did that I think 3 days in a row in Eugene years ago, and this guy was just like hooking up me and this girl, and like the first time I did it, I didn't know it was different than speed. I thought it was the same thing, and I was shooting up the same amount of that I would shoot up of speed.
Oh, you didn't smoke it?
No, I shot up everything. Like, I even shot up fucking hard liquor sometimes, and I fucking was...
No shit!
Whatever. I didn't want to fucking take the time to digest shit.
Yeah.
I want that right here. But, like, I remember I was shooting that up, and it's like, I got, like, half of it in, and all my veins started, like, snaking, and I was like hallucinating like a motherfucker, and I was like, that's weird. I don't usually start hallucinating until I haven't slept in a few days, whatever. And then I did the rest, and where Superman goes to that ice cave?
Yeah.
Like, I was there, and I don't know how long I was there, but when I woke up, all the other kids that were getting high were like literally threatening to kill each other. One guy like ran out of the house with an axe. Like, people were losing their minds, and I was like, oh my god, I gotta get away from these people. And then like I was hanging out with this other dude for 3 more days. I was like, we stole cars. We were joyriding. We were riding out in the middle of the woods. I don't know how I didn't die that time either.
Damn.
Like, after I refused to carry a bag of chips for him, he cut me off. And then I was like, what? And then, like, me and the girl that were doing it together, we didn't realize how addicted we had gotten to it. But I turned into Gollum after 3 days. Like, straight up Gollum.
Fuck.
Like, I was just all, where is it? Who's got it? Needs.
Did you get it again, or did you just tell yourself no more?
That's
good.
I moved into this guy's house in San Diego when I had been pro for... I was the first pro from Australia to ever be pro in the world. And I moved to America where all the skateboarding shit was happening. And then within a year or two, I figured out who the fuck-ups were, because I was a fuck-up. And if to
you want to run with your kind.
As far as I'll do the math right now. We didn't have the science yet, so when you did shit and you landed on it like a fucking retard. And when you landed on it like a retard, you got switched the fuck off. Yeah. So to me, like, as far as I'm concerned, not me entirely, like me and a group of other people, we were the foam pit. There was a foam pit that it was invented 10 years after my career where I would just land, and we all knew it. It wasn't me. There was many, hundreds of boys and girls that I knew that were like, you huck that shit, and when you feel it's right, you stand up straight, and you ride away. And sometimes that would work out exactly the way the person told them to. And the other 90% of the time, people will fucking ambulance the fuck out of there. But when you get used to it, it's not that big of a deal, because nobody ever locked up on a back there and died. Yeah. Nobody. Everybody fucking shot up heroin and died. Everybody drank and died. Mm-hmm. Everybody got punched in the face and died. But it was crazy, because I think about people getting punched in the face and died. Well, I told Katie I got punched in the face, and then the next weekend somebody got punched in the face out the front of the same club. And he fell and his head on the curb and he died. He was the same age as me. And my father brought it up to me. He's like, that's 1 week away. And you're out there doing that shit. And I was like, okay. First of all, the whole circumstance was I was there with my girlfriend, who was a stripper from a strip club across the street. And when she was leaving with her girlfriend, that fucking blonde ding dong.
Yeah.
And they were like, Jason, I fucking put my arms around him. And when I walked out, someone was like, you fucking think you're all that, do you cunt? I'm like, I don't know who the fuck you are. And he punched me in the mouth and I started laughing at him.
Because you had your arms around some girls.
Yeah, because I was in the between two girls. Like,
That's
they were hot. And he was like, fuck you. And punched me in the mouth. I laughed at him. And then the cops pulled up. And he's like, what's up? And I'm like, did you see that guy? Because I was going to try and fight him. Mm-hmm. And they were like, literally like, and I was like, oh. And I was like, did you at least see that? Yeah, I saw that, mate. We'll take care of it. And then 7 days later, out the front of that club that night, a guy same age as me, punched in the face, fell, hit his head on the curb, and died. 17. And my dad was like, you can't. And I'm like, look, Dad, I'm telling you, I did not say I'll fight any of you cunts in the front of the club. I walked out like laughing with my girlfriend and her friend about the night, and a dude punched me in the face because I looked like I was having fun.
You're like one of those guys, you know. Some people are like, there's this guy that comes to our club all the time, Charlie, and he's just a magnet for stabbings. He's been stabbed 3 times since I've known him.
I mean, you know what? I never brought this up with you, but you were there when fucking Dingbat. I went to I have to say transgender now. I love how that's ridiculous.
Even though they call it tranny night.
I know, right? So I go to a tranny night with Katie and this dingbat that I've known for a long time that has always been weird to me. She tried to tell Katie that at one point she's like, you know, you're going to go out with a guy. He's going to go out with a guy soon. I'm like, man, I mean, you don't know that out of anybody, you know. So don't tell my girlfriend that I might potentially leave her for a man when you don't know that.
I didn't even know what the background story.
She said that ages ago, so that was kind of the when I heard that, I was like, hey, maybe we should not hang out as much. And I didn't say why, because I didn't want her to come because she's a little irrational. I was like, you're not gonna go crazy at Katie because that's where I'll draw the line. So I'm not going to put her on. I'm not going to throw her under the bus. Yeah. I'm just going to say we're growing apart. You know, like it used to be cool, and now it's not. And then we met at that swinger thing, and she met the dude. Did we have the dude come, or did she? No,
she met someone at this like.
Oh, he was there with another girl.
Resort, whatever, like sex party thing, and they ended up getting engaged. It was pretty crazy.
But they were like in my room that night.
Yeah.
Butt fucking and yelling off the balcony, and I was like, "That's I mean, it's a swinger club, but you're in my room, and I can't go in my room now because some random is banging this transgender girl who's on the balcony going, oh!" And I'm like, man, this is dick. Easy, champ. And I knew that it was because she knew I was in there somewhere, and she was just making it, thinking that there was some sort of thing there.
I had that with an ex that I broke up with, and I lived with her, and then she was all, I don't want anyone else ever again. I can't believe you did this to me. Heartbroken. The next week she went to Pride, brought home a new girl, and was just louder. They were the loudest fucking for the 3 months that I was looking for a place.
Oh my god!
It was funny. I didn't care. It's just it's that same. It's not like I get jealous or anything.
You know what it
is? Where they're trying to.
Well, see, with Malice, it was like we were at that strip club, and Katie left because she could tell all the transgender girls are like vampires, and they're like, you got a real girl here that doesn't have a dick.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm out of here, and I'll back it, and I don't, and you can say whatever you want, but I know transgender girls more than you do, and they will fucking tweak on her when she got a pussy. Because we at one point when you jerked me off with your feet, we had at least 6 or 7 things that happened in that house, and they were all, and I figured out what everybody thinks from living in that house. Gay guys were like, oh yeah. Oh, you have a girl? Oh, that's okay, sweetie. Don't worry. Well, and I'm like, yeah. But when it comes to, because I fought the guy.
Not all.
Yeah, but I fought the guy who really wanted me, and it was I'm not interested. But I'll take you back to my house and fuck you in front of my girlfriend. And you were like, fuck him. Like, it was payback. I don't know what it was, but I felt it connected. Like, you were like, get him. And I was like, I'll get him. And I could tell he was like, you're getting me because she wants you to. And it's ruining it. And I'm like, well you
okay,
said that you wanted her to be there.
Yeah, that's the thing that makes me uncomfortable. Ultimately, it's like I can tell most trans women are not into women. That's totally fine. I respect that, but I think they're very attractive. So I go to the transgender night, and I tried to get a dance, and this girl just was like, "Oh, I'll be back in 10 minutes," and then just never came back. Like I felt uncomfortable because I could tell nobody wanted me there. Nobody wanted to interact with me. It was a small club, so I was like, I'd rather just go home and like eat some mac and cheese or something.
Well,
So-
yeah, I mean, I'm one of those people too. Like, that's why I personally I have to be invited to anything like a vampire.
Yeah.
Like, if I'm not invited, I'm not fucking joining because I don't want to be like. I don't like it when people do that to me.
Yeah.
Like, don't invite yourself. You know, like years ago, I had my own. You know, one of my 30th birthday parties or 32nd or something. Anyway, like. And there was a girl that particular night that I was hoping would stay the night in the hotel that I got for everybody. And, like, you know, I was eyeballing this one girl. At the end of the night, everybody helped me clean up. And, like, you know, one girl that was, like, really, really helping clean up, I was like, you don't need to. You can go. Because I could already tell she was a inviter. Mm-hmm. And I was like, no, you can go. Thanks, though. And then at the end of the night, I, like, run a bath for me and the other girl. And then she gets in. And I was like, And then so nothing happened. Yeah. And she also joined us in bed as well. And I was like,
oh, that's not cool.
Well, I guess nobody's getting laid tonight.
Yeah, I don't ever want to be that person. If I'm making somebody uncomfortable.
Yeah, but see, that's a psychopath because that bases it. Because Katie, you could. It would end and she would leave in a second.
Yeah.
And I've done it in like.
I would have left too if I felt that vibe.
I'm a walking, talking penis, and I've gone like, oh wow, it seems like maybe one more other person is interested in this, so I'm out of here. Like I'm not waiting for you to decide. Like if it isn't in, then I've already made my decision without you. I'm leaving.
Yeah.
The fuck are we doing here?
Yeah, it's like, you know, like neither person is trying to touch you, and then they don't end up touching because I didn't want to make that girl feel awkward either.
Right.
I wasn't going to start fucking this other girl in front of her and not invite her either. So I was just like, well.
But you don't want to be an asshole and be like, get out.
Yeah.
When I got divorced, I fucking went out with Dingo, and I'd been sober for a while again. Story of my life, and I went to what is it, Beacher's Madhouse?
Oh, God, yeah.
And this is like back
Shit
when
show.
it was actually cool, which means it wasn't cool.
Yeah.
And
Were you wearing a fedora?
Oh no, I wasn't.
I'm kidding.
No, but my best friend did.
Yeah, of course. Somebody had to be wearing.
Benji and Joel had them on.
Oh, yeah.
And so anyway, they cut
And it
me
was
out
cool.
because they were like, you know, you're not going to be a part of your life of your kids and whatever you're supposed to do if you're a religious person. So I didn't think of that at the time. I was just like, I know Dingo likes me because I'm me. I know that. I don't know anything else. I don't know anything about any of you. But I know he likes me. If the show was like, you're fired, Dingo would still pick up the phone the same amount of times.
I see what you mean, yeah.
Yeah.
So I trust him, and I live in an apartment in Santa Monica, in an apartment that I used to live in that was better than this, and now I live in a smaller one because I'm saving money because I gotta pay these other people,
Right?
And I'm not sure. And I mean, this person like 3 years before this circumstance told me at a dinner table that I was fucking back. You fucking bitch! Some DC shoe designing motherfucker with your ponytail heard that my dog died and thought that it was funny to make a joke about my fucking dog Grimy dying at the table. And I looked at you in the eye and you knew it. And you all knew it. Everybody knew it in the table. You're a cunt. But you're a guy that needs money. And you're all okay with that. It's like politics, it's like the world. It's like, that's so harsh. But if I was to say that's so harsh, how much money would I lose? Mm-hmm. How much less would my car pick up from 0 to 60? Like, it really is that. You don't see it like that. I'm not pointing it like you see it like that, but that's really what it is. Like, fancy, shiny, massaging, those things get you to say, fuck you, fuck him, fuck them, fuck her.
Yeah.
Sorry, where was I?
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
We went on a bit of a journey. Suddenly, you're at DC dinner and someone's telling
Well, you were
about-
talking about. Yeah.
So the dog thing.
The dog
So I just feel like you would only say that because you never cared. Like, I feel like you and I have a thing coming. Not beside the point you're really attractive and I'd love to sleep with you. But you love like Sheenie. If Dem was like, I don't even really care about Sheenie anymore because we don't like Sheenie. She's annoying. In a second, I would give her to you because I know that Sheenie would have the best life ever. So if I was which I'm not fucking around when it comes to pets. If my kids. If I could not take care of my kids, which is never going to happen, but like somebody like my ex-wife would be like, fuck no, not her, she's a stripper. I'd be like, she would guard them to the death. Mm-hmm. And I don't know many of your friends that could defeat her in that. Because I really feel like you're one of the greatest parents I've ever seen when it comes to dogs. And I'm like out of the whole... I watch it for a second. I'm like, I don't care anymore. I really don't. I deleted all my shit. And this is like, hey, Jason Ellis, what can I do to be on the show? I'm like, send an email. And go on the show. But I hate everybody.
I know. I mean, I do too. I just, but I have and I have those same people, that we all have those people that we would choose to be like our, like godfather, dog mother, like the people, I was, telling there's just this one dude that follows me on Snapchat that actually, despite all of, like how I look and what I am, he still talks to me like a human. He's still like, I put it out there as a sex person. And I know you see through that too. You know me as a human. She knows me as a human. Yeah. But I know I put it online. It's more of a sex thing because that's part of my like side hustle, like I have to be sexy online,
And I see you online as such a prude.
Really?
Yeah, I feel like I have more chance of fucking you in reality than I do on social media. Which equals out to the same thing.
Because he probably actually can see through the truth online because you also know me in real life. She
shows you the thing at the end.
I show
every night you get a little thing. That's it.
Yeah, I show my tits and ass, and that's it. And it's not like
she covers a clit and shit.
I cover everything because it's like I'm not getting money for all that shit. Like I should at least.
You show what you want to show.
I show what I want to show, and I don't need to show it all because no one's paying. And then if I was gonna make people pay for it, then I still don't want to. Like it's one of those things. Like it's the I'm showing what.
See, that's the thing you don't bring up. Because I feel like you mentioned the first bit, and it's like, oh, that's cool. But the other bit, I don't think anybody believes it. I feel like you could be. I told somebody some other show, you could be rich if you just like leaned on somebody, but you won't. If it's potentially leanable, you write them off.
Yeah, actually,
which is not right because there might be somebody that might actually be able to. You might have a beneficial life who isn't a cunt and a liar.
Well, if I find out that they're not a cunt and a liar and they're not annoying to me, then I'll work it out. Is
it a girl or a guy?
No, it wouldn't. No, there was. Fast. There is nobody now, but there was. Believe you. There's nobody.
If a perfect world, which way would it be?
In a perfect world, I need both. That's the reason why I always have. Both is like I need both. That's the reason why I won't. That's the reason I won't do a relationship is because I want both all the time. If I could have a perfect relationship, I like the way the Mormons got it. Like the multiple wife thing, I think is genius. Like I don't like.
What did the Mormons do again?
She just said multiple wives.
Multiple wives.
Yeah, I know. But how many do you get?
They can have as many as they want. I just
as many wives as you can get if you're a Mormon.
Yeah, they have.
Wait, I have to move to Utah and I get as many wives as I want.
Yeah, it's polygamy. You can have all the wives, and Katie, I love that.
What?
Is that not great news?
No.
It's not great news.
I have to deal with a bunch of other bitches.
Yeah, but they'll just be like.
I would love that. See, okay,
this have to be the right people.
It has to be the right people, but I would actually be good with it, and it like.
If Malice is okay with it, can you be okay with it, Katie?
I'm okay. But listen,
I am incredibly picky.
This is the reason. This is how it would work. Is like. So, for instance, if you two were to do it, you would be each other's primary partner. She's the first wife, so she gets as like a voting system. You guys get to vote in the next.
When do I get to fuck Malice, Katie? She really wants it. She keeps asking. She keeps knocking on my tent.
She has to.
We're in tent.
We're not in tent.
On my cabin?
No, I'm kidding. No, they have houses. They have nice houses.
Yeah. She keeps knocking on my door. Sorry.
What was
she keeps FaceTiming me.
Did you ever watch Big Love?
No, I'm a fucking man.
That's a great
Lift
show.
weights and shit.
I
I
don't
don't
know
care.
it. I don't know it.
It was a show about polygamy. Chloe Sevigny was one of the wives, Mormon wives. But they had like compounds and stuff, different little houses.
Have you guys ever had her on here?
No. That would be, that'd be awesome.
That'd be great. You gotta do that someday.
Yeah.
Anyway, no, because I think that for me, in a relationship, multiple wives would be perfect. Not necessarily for me to les out on them, but like, yeah, maybe that a little bit too. But I definitely would want to have some of the wives for myself too. But I like this idea. Is okay. Hopefully, we wouldn't all be at the rag at the same time. But like, you know, when one
Apparently, you guys all link up.
Yeah, but
I mean,
it doesn't
not
last.
always.
It doesn't last.
But
not always, but a lot. But anyways, so you know, like if I'm having a night where I don't want to bone, like bone her tonight, like no. And
Don't you want to burn like 3 times a year?
pretty much.
So
And I already got it twice this
On
year.
the equinox.
Yeah. I already
so
had-
I'm fucking her all the time, and maybe once or twice a year I fuck you.
that would be perfect.
I agree.
That would be
We
perfect.
just need a compound.
I would be down for that, and
Yeah.
I'd just be the dog mom the whole time. That just as long as I don't have to. It's not like have to, but I don't have the sex drive I had when I was.
Yeah, I was gonna
30.
say because I don't agree with you having sex with me or anybody around me where you're like,
Not
okay, now I'm ready. I'm like, no.
No, but that's the reason also why I would not be a good girlfriend for anyone. This is one of the things that would be a deal breaker for a lot of people to date me, is that I only want to do it when I want to do it, and I don't give a fuck when you want to do it. I really don't care.
Yeah, but you're not like.
That's fair.
No, it's not.
It is. It is.
I mean, it's fair if it's really that inappropriate to have sex in the first place.
It's not that it's inappropriate. It's just that I'm not in the mood, so fuck y'all.
Oh, it's so bad.
Yeah.
If I fuck you and you come, is it that bad?
But it's the getting to the
No,
actual.
you don't understand.
Damn it! If I fuck you and you
This
don't
is the
come,
biggest sex organ.
if I fuck you and you don't come, and I come,
That's worse than that's worst case scenario. That's you don't understand. Girls can have bad sex more often than guys are going to have bad sex, and bad sex to me is worse than having no sex. I'd rather have no sex than bad sex.
Yeah.
what about that time where I came really quick the
That
other
was
day?
funny.
That was not funny.
It was really fun. I laughed.
I mean, I don't mind when people come.
So did
really
I,
quick.
but that was to cover my fast coming actions. I had sex the night before with her and another girl, and was just like a champion. And I was like, have you all come enough? And then the next day I fuck her and come in like, and I'm like one, and I'm like, whoa, okay, you want to make a decision? Because fuck it. Hey! Sorry.
happens.
No!
Yeah.
It was so bad. It was especially, you know what? It wasn't so bad. It was so bad after, wasn't 24 hours. I was the man,
you know-
like fucking a few hours ago, and now I'm like, okay, we both laughed even more because I was like, she's like, man, and I'm like,
Well, yeah. If that's
when I'm
something
ready.
that's like funny every once, if it was to happen all the time,
That's not funny.
I dated a boy in high school that literally I never even got it in. Every time I pulled down his pants and like started to touch it, he just came in. I'd be like, that's it. Okay.
Oh my God.
And then like the first couple times I was super flattered. I was like, wow, he's so turned on, because we made out for a while before. We were just making out, and then I'm
Yeah.
like pulling out the dick, and then he's just all like, "Ugh!" And I was just like, oh wow, he's like so fucking hot for this. And then like after like the second, third time, I was like,
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
the
not good.
first couple times it could be flattering, but then
so that's it.
my first sexual partner was pretty dissatisfying too, because we were both in high school and he would always come fast. Even with a condom on, he would come fast. And I remember he had like this digital clock next to his bed, and I remember looking at it and being like, oh my, I like timing it, like wow, really? And he would come so fast. I remember punching him in the ribs. He's laughing, but I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, how am I supposed to explore myself if you come so fast? So all the time that would not be.
I mean,
Man, I thought I had bad days.
see, no, but I've you know, like then you know how like young dudes, like if they do that with me, I give them like an hour to rest, and then they can do it again.
Come vampire.
That's what I do.
Yeah,
That's the way I have to do it.
you just suck them off real quick and then you get a fuck.
Yeah, I could do that too. You know, whatever.
That's hot.
I'm not.
These
I'm not.
little vampire bitches talking about
Yeah.
how they drain you.
It's true, because
You
well,
listening,
how else are we
young
gonna
homie?
get off?
Exactly.
These vampires, homie. These are two dark ass
How else am I
vampires.
gonna stay young?
How else am I gonna get off on your young jizz? Your young innocent jizz. Oh yeah, sure. All the women in the world are so innocent and fragile. I agree.
I'm not.
But like all of a sudden, yeah, you fucking 45, bitch, the same as me.
No, I'll be 43 in April.
Whatever, you're fucking old. And these bitches, they come at you like you got a fucking erection. Now you rapist. And I'm the guy that's like I'm a fucking vegan. That's like yeah, I'm not really, but like I want to support the snowflakes of the world. Second Amendment, blow a nigger off. No, man, I'm not into that. I'm not into the whole you guys with your fucking thing and you ask for the police. I don't know. I think you're weird.
What did they put in your weed today?
I ate a big thing.
Okay.
Wait, did I say something bad?
No,
Okay.
keep going.
I just think that everybody. I think there's a group of people that like act a certain way because another group of people give them a big pat on the back, and I don't really care for you people. I hope you kill me. I hope you kill me.
The cum vampires out
I
there.
hope all you bad people come to kill me.
They flock into the dick for the cum.
I just don't think you can kill me. I think I beat you.
Well, you can.
I think I beat you, and I made a point out of you. But if you beat me, then you beat me, and I make a point out of you. So I don't really give a fuck.
It's win-win for you.
Yeah. What are you gonna do? A couple flashes. I feel some pain. Like that's some new shit to me.
Unless you hit your head on the curb and die.
That's what I'm saying though. I'm probably gonna die anyway.
We all are gonna die.
Yeah, we're definitely.
I'm probably gonna die from something else or.
Something's gonna do it.
All these people that try to tell me about prep.
It's gonna be something that no
and
one
I'm like,
guess.
okay, I'm not gonna butt fuck any of you if you're talking about. Oh no, trust me,
I'm
prep.
not gonna butt.
I'm not butt fucking any of you, and then I die
Shucks.
from not butt fucking you.
That was the way I wanted to go.
I never forget it. I went to Palm Springs and a guy told me you could just walk through these mazes of jacuzzis and pools. And I told Katie I did a bunch of G and I was like, this is cool, Katie. You can do whatever you want here. Some guys, you want to fuck me? I'm like, fuck no. What are you, insane? He's like, I'm on whatever it is. And I'm like, I don't give a fuck what you're on, dude. No. He's like, dude, do you know what prep is? And then like 3 other gay dudes are like, you don't know what prep is? I'm like, what are you all just coming out of the fucking... No! Man, if you're on prep, you cannot catch HIV. And I'm like, well, I'm not on it!
Oh, shit.
And they're like, well, I am. And I'm like...
And they pull out a pill for you?
And I'm like, wait, so if I fuck your ass and I'm not on it and you're on it, I can't get it? No. I'm like, well, then I'll just fuck you in the ass.
There's other flavors out there.
I'm so joking. I'm like, that makes so much sense because I don't know you, and we're like behind a rock in Palm Springs.
That's where people.
So I'm gonna go ahead and say, yeah, you can't get it even if you don't have it, and that's why I'm alive today.
Yeah, I like how you wrapped that up.
That was nice.
Well, I mean, I'm alive today because I didn't fucking.
Well, yeah, and probably other reasons. I'm sure there's a lot of other reasons in your life.
Not really. I mean, really, when you think about it, I'm a death trap. I've always wanted to see what the death machine has, and this is like I got a bomb, and you know, do you want to see what it looks like when it explodes? Not really. I don't care. I've seen pretty colors before. But if you're an animal, it says I can eat you. I bet you can't.
I want a recording of you doing that. I bet you can't. I bet you can't.
Just
No,
saying.
but it's true. No, I mean, well, I think death has its time for everybody. You don't get to choose it, and you're just gonna do it when it's your time. You know, like that's why we don't. You know, like I OD'd 3 times.
I think I'm gonna die soon.
You know, if you think it, you could make it happen.
Yeah,
though, too.
what
I
the
don't really
fuck,
care.
Jason?
I don't
Don't
really
say
care.
that kind of shit.
I think I already did amazing stuff.
I think that too. Know what though? Listen, look at me. I think that too. I feel like done. I always tell people I'm living on extra credit. After that last time I died, I was brought back by the shock pedals in the ambulance, and I got to the hospital and I was like, I was sleeping.
Did you have no top on?
No, I had a top on. They do it.
But no,
like,
they had to take it off to electrocute you.
No, they put the little pads right here. They. God damn. Anyway,
This
yeah.
whole Dr. Ellis over here.
Yeah.
Show me where they
No, that's not
electrocuted
how
you.
Yeah, I was.
Was it in the titties?
It was right in the titties where they brought me back to life through my tits, and they
Did you have any panties on?
They were sucking my pussy in the ambulance. It was so hot.
Did that bring you back to life?
It brought me back to life, and I lived so much longer because they did that. I was probably gonna die if they
didn't suck your pussy.
They also gave me a little salad tossing while I was down there.
Wait, you're saying the only reason you're alive today is because a man tugged your poo dart?
It's a kiss of life.
I wish that's how I got resurrected. That would be the greatest resurrection ever. You just like wake up from death and you're like, oh, wow, who are
When
you?
you get your pussy licked, do you like do you feel like when you're gonna come, you feel like there's a certain spot your legs should be?
No, I don't. Listen, I'm gonna be straight up. I don't really.
Can you be, please?
I can't really come that way. That.
From oral?
Not really. I need. If they're doing oral while some.
Are you this kind of girl?
I'm more finger banging. I need penetration.
Okay.
If I'm masturbating, I don't need anything but the Hitachi wand, and I'm all.
I was eating somebody's pussy.
2 minutes.
I was fucking somebody the other day where I felt like it was okay, that sounded wrong. I was having sex with somebody that is probably like one of 3 people that I have sex with in a year.
Mm-hmm.
So calm down, everybody. And it was in a vagina, and I was minding my own business, having fun.
None of us are judging.
Yeah, okay. And I was like, man, this is really working out. And I was like, oh, wow. It's really, really working out. And I'm like, I feel like I'm already like kind of unnecessary in this mix because there's other girls there. And I was like, I don't know. But I get mine because I feel like I know me. I know if all the girls were like, come in, bro. I'd be like, okay, good night. Because they got you off. So I was like, I'll get, get her. And I'll do it. But I don't know if anyone really cares, and it was like a weird, like, seemed like everybody was all about that. But I feel like maybe because I got a pool that's heated, people use me.
Oh my god, you're hilarious.
I'm being honest.
Well, I mean, if a girl wants to fuck you just for a heated pool, she's wanted to fuck you.
I didn't mean to stay warm. I meant like, because he's a douche.
Some people are into that.
Yeah, and I'm not into. Don't fuck my douche dick.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
You're making it complicated now.
Yeah, like you.
I am very complicated.
No shit.
But cause for instance, this is the shit I have to deal with though, being a female, that you don't have to deal with as bad. And that is like, so I had...
one of the things or like one of the hundreds of things?
One of the 100
I was going to say.
So I recently had a booty call come in from out of town that I hooked up with a year ago. And he came in...
Girl or... Okay,
boy. And, he's great. No maintenance. I didn't even have to, like... When he said he was coming into town, like, he's super respectful. I was like, so where are you going to stay? He was like... I mean, I thought I'd stay with you.
Your house, yeah.
I was like, you could stay with me on the nights that I'm not working, but the rest of the time you need to be somewhere else because no one's staying with my dogs when I'm not there.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, okay. I totally respect that. I get it. Totally cool. 25 years old. He's almost at the cutoff.
Oh.
But
Mount to pasture.
Anyway, though, so like day 1, we hook up, and like the first time he comes in and he stays with me and we hook up. Fucking condom breaks, and then I'm fucking contaminated, and I think I have fucking AIDS and a baby and everything else, and probably all of it. And I'm like, well, shit, and like I hate that about condoms too. It's like I use them all the time, but that rarely ever happens. But it just sucks when you try so hard to be safe, and that shit fucking happens.
Your heart just sinks.
I don't take birth control, and I was ovulating too at the same time. I was like,
no,
great. Like that would be awesome to have a fucking baby at 40 something. Like fuck. Anyway, I'm like, and from some dude I don't know.
Yeah.
Legit, the first time I hooked up with him, I did it because his Instagram page is covered in dead bodies, and I thought he could be a serial killer, and I was hoping maybe he would kill me. No, I thought he looked like he kills people, and I thought that was hot. But anyway.
And then he came in you.
And then then I was like, after that, I was like, shit, I need to get to know this person a little bit. I was like, so, what do you do for a job? Where do you live? tell me more about yourself. But then it's like, you know, I've had to, since that happened, I've already had to get tested, do all this shit, like make sure I wasn't pregnant, make sure I don't have the fucking AIDS and the rest of the stuff. And it's just such a fucking deal. And then, of course, you know, you have to, like I was like, after that first day, fucking have to deal with infections.
Yeah.
And that, like, if I get anything in me, it's like that. That's why sex has gotten less appealing for me.
The risk-reward ratio.
It's about that. It's about that. I don't like dealing with that drama. It's drama for me.
I mean...
If I had a penis, I could just flop it in and out.
No, it doesn't work like that at all. Oh my god, I was about to fucking relate with you hard. Like, on my promiscuous lifestyle where it was like... I've had my instances where I had penthouse pet fucking girlfriends and all the bullshit that any dickhead could ever want who isn't just a straight up millionaire. People wanted to fuck me because I was cute, not because I was a millionaire. So it means the same thing. But in my head, because in my head I was like, well, everybody will just be okay with it. I'm not that offensive. Yeah, you are, man. You're a fucking rude prick. You know, you're offensive to a lot of people. You just hang out with people that are okay with it. That's how I saw it. Because when I look back at it, I feel like it's like, oh, he has this background, so it's okay. Like, people are gonna be, well, this motherfucker, I'll beat his ass. Relax. He's the greatest skateboarder sure you've ever seen. And some dude's like, a what boarder? And he's like, we're skateboarder, relax. And I'm just saying that, like, I'll fight all of you. But not, I never thought I'm going to knock all of, it was never, I'm going to knock you all out and I'll teach you a lesson. It's like, I'm going to stab you, and then when I die, you die, and then you'll know not to fuck with my friends. Yeah. No, I never thought I was going to win, ever. But I was always ready to go.
Same, yeah.
So it always, like, got into a thing where you're either dead or you were, perpetuated as a false idol in a shit way. People like Ellis tried to fight 9 dudes at Chases. No, I didn't. No, in actual fact, I found out that one of the guys that is the bouncer at Hard and Fast Chases was fucking my chick while I was in America. So when I came back to Australia, I went to the club. And someone told me in there, and I was like, you fucking my chick? And he was like, no. I was like, fuck you. Fuck all you motherfuckers. And they were like, just leave. And I was like, nah. I'll fight you all. And then I got put in a car and then told like a day later, like, hey man, like, they could have killed you if you wanted to. I'm like, I don't know. So it was just like a young dude that was in love with people that sell drugs to people, and they could just kill people. I didn't know.
Wait, the girl that you were with was dealing drugs?
No, she was going out with a dude that sold drugs for a living and worked for the mafia. Oh. In Australia. Okay. Or the mob, whatever.
See, I don't know.
Neither did I. No. So I was like, hey man, you got a funny haircut, fuck you. And then all these, what they call wogs, which is what was the guy that was on the show the other day, on my actual show? I wasn't there. Man, I said some shit about, you know the dude who is the Hulk, and you know the guy in Black Hawk Down and shit, the Australian guy?
I think I know that.
You do?
Yeah.
He on my show the other day, and he's in this, he's full-on Australian, lives in Australia, but he's a wog.
And I don't know what that is.
Well, wog means like, it's like a nigger, but nowhere near as, that's crazy.
It's a wog. It's a derogatory term for a group of people.
Oh, for a Greek or I can't remember. It's been a long time. A Greek or fuck, I don't know.
He's trying to explain it to me.
A Greek or an Italian or something like that.
Yeah.
But I guess there was a time it wasn't around. But there might have been somebody that said it. Like I said, it was offensive, like a midget or an M-bomb.
Yeah.
But when I grew up, it was like my friends were wogs. Like the guy that called me on the weekend, who took over my dad's business, who decided to not pay my dad's wife any more money from the business,
and then turn the business into a profitable business. And now he goes to Vegas every year. And when he goes to Vegas every year, he calls me to see if I want to have dinner with him in LA, to see if I can give him passes to a nightclub in Vegas. Even though he doesn't pay my ex-mom, who I don't give a fuck about. She's a cunt to me. She can apologize all she wants. I don't forgive her entirely for what it was. But you should pay her, Mick, because you got that job when I got that job. And I was a pro skateboarder, and then I left and I got another job. You took that money.
I'm too sweaty. I need a break.
You give her some money. You can give her money. But he called me and said, come meet me at the Roosevelt. I'm like, I'm busy, I gotta go to work. And then he's like, hey man, can you get me into like a nightclub in Vegas? And I'm like, dude, we're in our 40s. Like, I don't have any fucking passes for you. Do you know why? Because I don't ask for motherfucking passes, bro. Like, I don't go to Vegas to get in a nightclub. What the fuck are you doing? This dude has like 4 kids and claims he's like this Armenian dude that claims, like, I know what he did. I know what he is. He's a ripoff.
But also
he's a scammer.
But also some people haven't already partied like you do, so they want to do it now. Like their kids get grown, and now it's their.
No, he got married. He got married in Australia. When my dad was alive, and they shot pistols up into the air.
Okay.
They do blow, they do ecstasy.
But like, oh, maybe okay.
I mean, have they had the greatest night that I've ever had? I hope not.
I doubt it.
Because you hope not, but you don't know.
I mean,
well,
everyone has their idea of what's the greatest night, though, too.
Yeah, but I feel like the greatest night to me back then would be stuff now that it's not the same.
No, it's totally
Because I feel like there's things that have happened in the last 2 years that are the greatest night of my life, and I didn't take it that way because I grew up.
Same. No, it's same. Like, I mean,
I have a video in my phone of you behind me and girls and whips and titties, and I'm like, that's everything that I could ever imagine Jason to be in. No, it's not.
No, I know. I've had those nights too, where like, you know, like some of the things I've done in my past that I thought were like beautiful and amazing and whatever, were I wouldn't want to do them in the mind state I am in now. It's different. Well, okay, for instance, like, you know, the time, okay, in Texas, when I was with hanging out with this guy who was giving me and these girls mountains of blow to just play truth or dare with each other all night, and we're drinking champagne and his like fancy, you know, he was like an attorney. We're drinking and doing blow and taking pills, and like, I thought it was beautiful and amazing because I was high as fuck though, you know, but like, to me now that doesn't sound as much fun as I was young then. I had a different idea of my future. I had a different idea of what I wanted out of life. And I also didn't think I was going to live to like another year or something. Like I've told you that before in your show. But if someone invited me out to do that now, to go party with a bunch of gorgeous strippers and do piles of blow and fucking drink and do all that, I wouldn't care to now. I'm just not that person anymore. I mean, it was fun when I was young, but I don't need that anymore. It's just not.
Yeah, but it's a dramatic change from.
It's fine though.
I don't need that anymore. I am a stripper that works until fucking 5 a.m. every night, and you don't drink, you don't touch anything. Nobody could ever give you a blow. No. It's crazy.
Yeah, because it doesn't.
It's a positive crazy, but it's a crazy nonetheless.
It's not attractive to me anymore because I've done it, and I know the fun part is fun for a while, and then it turns into not fun after a while. It starts off fun, you know. It just gets dark after a while.
So what is it with you? What is it? What's the weird thing? Why do you go to clubs? Why don't you just get a job?
No. I like dancing. Dancing is what I do. Like if I could paint, I would paint. If I could draw, I would draw. But I dance. That is what I do as a art form. It is my art form. Like some people, you know, sing. Some people make music. This is my art form. It's me purely being exactly what I am.
Which is
a dancer. It's not just a job for me. It's what my soul requires me to do. Like when I am dancing, I feel like one with the universe type shit.
So nobody could ever take you away from it.
I mean, no. When it wears itself out, it's gonna wear itself out, and it's not has anything to do with anyone else there. It's just gonna be my time is gonna be my time.
So nobody can take you away from it.
No. Oh, no, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Like, like there was a time when I first moved here, I was dating this like millionaire producer dude, and he wanted to save me, and I needed some saving because I really wasn't making money because there was way too much prostitution in the clubs when I first moved here, and so
it's not anymore.
No, I helped weed that out because I can't work with that. I don't mind prostitution, but not in a dance club because there's all these other clubs they can do it there, but not the one I work at. The one I work at, we can't have that because I can't make money if people are doing all that. How am I make $20 when people are doing all that? And also, if
I don't even know what all that is. I just missed out on all of it.
Prostitution, like
I went to one club on Sunset where the girl was like, I'm like, your hand is down my pants. And she's like, yeah. And I'm like, what is this? And then it was like, relax, baby. And I'm like, oh, you giving me a hand job? Okay, do I have to give you more money? And like, yeah. And I'm like, well, nah. I'm like, if you feel like giving me a hand job out of the kindness of your own heart in my jeans, you go ahead.
Yeah.
But if you think that this is going to turn into a lucrative deal, you're fucking out of your mind.
Yeah.
And then I guess it never escalated. It never ever got further than that because that's as far as it ever went. Because I was like, hey, that thing you're jerking off, that's my penis.
Yeah, but
and they were like, yeah. And I'm like, but you don't know me. You're jerking my dick off before I even sat down.
Do you think most guys care? They don't. Most of the guys that go to strip clubs do.
Well, yeah, because you're like because you're joking. Yeah, okay. I didn't say that I didn't like it, but I was like, you want more money? No.
No, but some guys. This is the thing: is there are some guys that do need to pay for it, and they don't have anything else going for them, and they have to do that, and that's fine. Or some guys would rather do that than deal with the drama of like buying a girl dinner and dealing with her fucking being like, oh, you bought me dinner, but that's all you get. Like some guys like that convenience of prostitution. And I honestly would be way better being on that side of it. I'd rather pay for it than get paid for it because I'm dominating. I don't like someone having power over me in any way, whether it be financially or anything else.
That reminds me, Isabella Sinclair would like if you were to join her in the dungeon with me. And I'll tell you why. Because I told her that Malice doesn't find me attractive because I'm too old. But if you beat me...
oh my god, you're so freaking
It's good game plan, isn't it?
Yeah,
And then you give her the whip. Maybe she'll beat me. I'm not saying anything's going to come from that. I'm just saying... She beat me. She beat you. Maybe you give her the whip. Maybe you give her the dick. I don't know. I'm just there.
Maybe she'll just train me.
Maybe she'll just train you.
Yeah.
And she was like, I really like Lee. I really like Nikki. I really like Katie. And I was like, I won't do it because I like my private session. But I'll do it if Malice is going to go. And she seemed like she was really into it. Seems like she was really into me. Because she seemed like she was into it. She was like, I go with boys and they think I'm like this dominant, like, in charge chick. And then they get me, and then they want to turn into the submissive motherfucker, which is not, believe it or not, what I'm about.
Yeah, this is her saying that?
Yeah.
No, it's obvious. I'm the same way.
I know, and that's what I was like, wait.
No, but
People meet the mistress, and then they go, and go fetal while you be, like,
that's what, they would, like, a lot of people, not me, but a lot of people would think, since she's the mistress, she's the dominatrix, she's going to that's dominating me. But like my, every relationship I've had with a girl, we do it to each other. That's what I like, is we dominate each other. I don't do it with pain. I don't like pain, but like we do it with, some slight pain in the fisting and whatnot. Okay. But we do it more, it's more of just a domination mental thing that I like between women. But and I like to watch women do it to anyone, to a boy or a girl. Like if I see a woman being dominated with someone, I think it's hot. I don't imagine I wouldn't like a girl who just wants to dominate me the whole time. I would be turned off by that. I need to do it too.
Just catch my microphone.
Yeah.
God damn.
I've told you I'm like a cougar. I'm like a cat.
Yeah, no, look,
But yeah, no, like, I mean, it's just, I'm very 50-50. Like, but this is why, you know, like, I do think you're hot. Like, I've always thought you're cute. But your energy is so, like, even though you switch a little bit, like, your energy's so dominating to me that it's hard for me to know how I would even dominate you at all. I see other people do it to you. Like, I saw her do it to you. But I don't think I could. When I look at you, I don't know how.
No, I think you could if she... Because I don't think I could. But I think I could if she helped me. Because I know that she could... Because she was like, I got all these boys. Because I told her, I was like, she ain't going to go for me. I'm too old. She'd go for young... And she's like, what about these boys? I'm like, what do you mean these boys? She could pick one of these boys and they would come and let her do anything they want to her. I'm like, oh, that'll help. That would help.
What, she has young boys that go to her?
Mm-hmm.
How?
Young boys that pay her for them to do whatever they want.
What?
She showed me photos of every angle imaginable of guys that would kill for you to do whatever you want to them with me there and Nikki and Lee and Katie. Like, just
really?
do stuff. Yeah, that's what she said. She's like, I'll make it out where...
Like a pretty little twink boys.
Yes. Full on twink boys. Full on.
Okay. That would be fun. Well, that's the other thing though too, is like, that's part of it, is like, if I was to hook up with a manly dude, like alpha male like yourself, I wouldn't actually think I would want to do like, emasculate you, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, there is a time for me, like...
No, he would be there for you to emasculate.
I know, exactly, and that would work out.
That's why she was like...
That would work out.
She was like...
Because after
I know what she
then
wants.
I can be dominated.
I explained that to her. She was like, I know what I think...
It's true.
Yeah, she knew you. She was like, bring her here, and it will all work out for everybody.
That makes sense. It does.
The only thing that was different was Lee and Nikki and Katie being involved in something that, and I was like, I'm talking about really cute, because she showed me 3 guys. She's like, you run them by them, and they picked the guy, and they were like super, and I'm like, oh yeah, and I'm like, yeah, as they looked really young and really cute, but also, and she was like, this one would love if you pushed and took. I'm like, really? Like,
if
yeah.
You did what?
If I started to push something, you know, like, I'm gonna do something to you.
Oh.
They can take both.
How interesting.
And they're like super Abby, like Calvin Klein pussy bitches, like the ones you like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
I like those little male
I
eyes.
know.
I mean, you seen that one last.
And she seemed really into. She was like, "Wait, really?" I'm like, "Yeah, why?" I mean, could you get Nikki and Lee and Katie and Mel? I'm like, I don't think I can get anybody, but I'm talking about how Malice would be. I saw Malice look at me in a way where I looked attractive for the first time to her. As long as you beat me, so can you beat me?
Oh my God.
And then maybe give her the bat. And who knows? I mean, maybe it doesn't. I don't care. But if it does, then great.
I will admit. I mean, I did think that was beautiful, because it is, to me, beautiful to see a strong man, accept that. I think it's beautiful.
That's what I did. She's my friend.
And I think it's.
She could make me go to a point where because I feel like that's lightweight. She take me to a spot where I don't even know where I am anymore.
That's fucking cool as shit.
Yeah, and then I trust her, because I know she ain't trying to, take advantage of me in a way that is a way that I don't want her to take advantage of me, because I give you everything else. I've given you everything I can give you.
Well, those whole relationships are
don't
about
humiliate
trust.
me,
They're all about trust. It's not about humiliation.
Yeah. So it's a suffocation thing. Sometimes it's like, I got nothing left, and I'm like, but I've been in the fight game. I know that even if I even if I go out, you could wiggle me back in.
Yeah, I remember I used to date this boy years ago in Portland that he lives here now, but he's just like this little rich boy, looked like a very young version of George Michael, I would say. Just like pretty, like
Okay.
Wham era.
Yeah.
Even younger than
That's
that.
very attractive, man.
Yeah, he's very beautiful. And he was like this type where, he would literally call me up and he'd be like, Mouse, come dominate me. And I'd be like, okay. And I'd show up, like, this bag of stuff, and I'd be like, okay, look in this bag. Tell me if there's anything in the bag that you're not okay with. And I'm going to take it out now, because after this, you're going to be blindfolded, gagged, tied up. There's nothing else you're going to be able to do. Because I'm going to explore what I want to explore.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm cool with everything. And just let me do whatever I want to him. I loved that. I was like, I mean, since he was so effeminate looking, it was easier for me to, like, it's weird. I know that, like, I had a hard time actually explaining this to a couple of lesbian girlfriends of mine, is I respond a lot to visual cues with my sexuality. So it's basically like, if someone is taking a female, more feminine form than what I think I am in my mind, then I can dominate them easier. Like, if they are, like, more masculine looking, like, it's like a butch girl, getting, like, if she okay, it's hard to explain. So, like, there's this ex-girlfriend of mine, and she was like, you don't eat me out enough. And I'm like, if you want more oral sex, first of all, you need to trim, and you need to, like, make it smell nice and clean like a girl.
She had a stinky, long-haired pussy, and she wanted you to eat it more.
She was butch, and she was just more like,
so what?
She'd go camping, and, like,
I'm a guy, you know what I mean? Like, there's a bunch of gay guys at the spa. You don't have a sticky fucking crotch.
Like, she just didn't care that much. She was just trying to be like a dude, And I was like, but if you want to be, you have to be more. I mean, there are clean guys, obviously. Like, I usually go for them, but, like,
fucking ass smells great.
She was like,
I mean, unless I just took a shit and I was at a public bathroom and I didn't get to use baby wipes.
I think it's,
my fucking ass smells good. Okay, you
shit.
can have your nose. You can touch my asshole and go. I don't know. I smell like lavender or something.
That's great.
Because I'm desperately trying to duck the fact that we're all disgusting.
Yeah, it's very true. I mean, my ass, I try to make it smell great too. And if I'm about to fuck somebody, I'm going to make sure doubly that it does, Like, but, one of the ex-girlfriends I had didn't. And I was like, you have to girl it up a little bit for me. I'd tell her, girl it up.
And what'd she say?
She was like, really? And I'm like, yeah. Like, I mean, at least minimal trim.
Did Katie tell you that Burger smeared shit on Jenna's chest?
Titty. See, I'm sure she's a good friend. I'm sure she's fine with it. If your dog got
I think
a
I
little...
could have fucked her.
Huh?
I think I could have fucked her if it wasn't for the dog shit on the chest.
I mean, that's a boner killer for the day, for sure.
Right?
It is. It's one of those things.
It's a 24/7 cock blocking motherfucking scenario, and I knew it. I was like, she is such a trooper for just being like, you guys, shit gets smeared on your chest, what can you do? And I'm like, no, you can't. No, you can do it. You can kill everybody here and I'd be okay with it. This is fucking this. And I looked at Burger like, I was like, you're my fucking friend, man.
Not
you
today.
sleep with my son and you smeared shit on the horniest friend's tits ever. Like, you fucking, you prick, dog. You prick. Because I didn't... Like, I really love Jenna, like an actual... I
can tell when you guys hug. It's like very mutual.
Not a dick thing. It's a... you know what I mean? Like, same as you, Malice. I fucking love you.
No, I
man.
love you too.
You know what I mean? Like, you fuck with Malice. I'll headbutt you and I'll kill you and you can maybe go to jail for the night. But, like, you fuck with my friend, man. I don't give a fuck what it sounds like. Yeah, sure, I would like to have sex with both of you, but that's... Believe it or not, I know I talk like a raging boner, but it doesn't match the love that I have for both of you as fucking people. Right. You guys are sweet.
No, and I can tell.
Yeah, okay, so I'm just doing that for the radio people. But but I always freak out like, she's a makeup person, and you're a person in this thing where I always see the worst part. And I think it's crazy that dudes who listen to this podcast are like, what are you talking about, Alice? When I know you know what I'm talking about, because I was there with you. We're all the same. Like, we've all been to a strip club. I've seen your amateur house strip club guy. I've seen your guy that's been there for a little bit. I've seen your guy that's gone out with a girl that works there. I've seen a guy that's like got tons of money and he likes to go there. I've seen a guy that's that much money and tries to act like he has a lot of money. I've seen every single version. Maybe not as many versions as Malice, but I've seen all the versions of this disrespect of people that work there. And I feel like it's more than ever now, watching old movies, I think it's just, we've been trained to be cunts.
Well,
to women.
This is the thing. If I can't be mad at it. It's like, okay, no, you can't because
You're being the bigger person by not being mad at it.
It's not about being the bigger person. If you wanna, part of the fantasy is the disrespect. Because if they didn't get a little bit of that disrespect, then why don't they just fuck their girlfriend or their wife? Part of the fantasy is the disrespect. It's just like when I watch porn. I like to watch these girls get fucking a little bit disrespected.
Are you disrespectful to your girlfriend?
Oh, I have to be.
Me too.
A little bit, you have to be.
Right?
I'm not going to get off if I'm just being respectful the whole time.
Yeah.
I actually did hook up with a girl one time, and I actually was afraid to do it. And the sex was horrible. I'm sure she'd never wanted to fuck me again.
I feel like
she was too much of a actual snowflake, and I couldn't do it.
I feel like if there's this weird thing where me and Katie are saying something weird and it's horny, then I'm super into it, even if it's like really wrong.
No, but that's part. So you guys know each other, and you know that whatever is
I've said
wrong is wrong.
No.
Like
I've said stuff where I'm like, yeah, you fucking like that. She's like, no. And I'm like,
yeah.
Well, we've done. Well, but I think that's why we know each other more than ever. It's because we've said all the wrong. I'm like, what if I just said this? Because I feel like that would be the most inappropriate thing that you could possibly say. And she's like, yeah, it is. Or, yeah, I just squirted all of your dick. And I'm like, okay, note to self, you're fucked in the head. I'm not saying it's never been exactly like that, but it's definitely been like where I think it's one way and it's the other.
No, I know, and that's, part of getting to know each other and going, like, what boundaries you can have verbally, sexually, all that other kind of stuff. You get to know that with people. But, yeah, like, it's like, like, a little bit of disrespect in there is, like, how you get the job done, I think, Like, I mean, there's, when you love each other, you're still respecting each other, but it's part of the fantasy of the sex act.
No, I get it. I get it. I feel like there's a certain amount of when you say disrespect, it might be taken the wrong way, but I take it the right way. I feel like there's a certain amount of credit. Like I won't give you all the credit because then you'll think that I'm not supposed to come up with anything. Like it's a dual effort.
It's like, okay, it's like this. It's like so many girls come to strip clubs now. And
do they more than ever?
Yeah, more than ever.
You would know more than anybody.
I mean,
more than ever.
In Portland, they always had.
But what about here in the rational strip club?
We're getting a lot more, women.
Okay.
And the thing is, so
are they the same ones that won like lap dance, fucking finger your box? Or are they bullshitting? Sorry to use that.
There's all different types. There's all different types. So,
but what has grown and what has sunk?
I will admit that what we're getting more hipster, not interested in women in any way, shape, or form. Right?
Yeah.
They're really not into us sexually, but some of them they do respect the dance skill that we have.
Okay.
But they still want to. It's a domination thing for them, and the only way that they will feel good for some of them. This is just a few groups of girls. That they will only be able to enjoy the experience if they do feel a little bit like they're better than us, disrespecting us. And I see that type, and I don't mind it. I'm still going to take their dollar. You know what I'm saying? But the way that it's always going to be the girl, when you go to the strip club, that's standing up next to the rack. The other girls are sitting, everybody else is sitting. But there's this one bitch that's got to stand there and hold the dollar out like, bitch, come get my dollar.
Oh, wow.
I have $1.
Yeah.
Come get my dollar like a dog.
Wow.
And it's just like, okay, bitch, I'm coming to get your dollar, and I'm going to put my head in your titties, and you're going to start to like me.
Did you hear about the girl that went to the male strip club, the transgender club in the daytime, and got a motorboat and sprained her neck and sued them?
Oh, come on.
And is getting the money.
Well, shit, I'm going to go sprain my neck on some titties. Fuck.
She said she went to a friend's birthday party. Didn't know they were going to be transgender. Didn't know they were going to motorboat her.
Does it matter?
Severe migraines and neck injuries.
Oh my god. Wow.
I mean, that could have been you.
Yeah, I would
say the same thing about you as when I hear the story, I'm like, you got motorboated. And if you want to go to any strip club in the world,
no.
A girl hasn't touched your head and motorboated you.
No, this isn't physically possible. What you're saying, what had to have happened is she motorboated that girl. That's the only way she could have sprained her neck. So that girl's tits were in her face. The dancer's tits were in her face, and she sprained her neck that way.
Yeah, that's what she's saying.
not putting my tits in people's face. I'm putting my face in the customer's tits, so I could sprain my neck on their tits.
I really have always felt this, and this is not before I told this story, that I've always been a bummer, even when I was like 19. Don't motorboat me. Because I know you motorboated somebody else, and their face cheeks are on your tit cheeks, and now you're putting your tit cheeks on my face cheeks,
I feel
which
you.
means their face cheeks are on my face cheeks. And when I look in a strip club, even the highest level of strip club, I don't want anybody's face cheeks on my fucking face cheeks.
You know, you're very right about that, but I will say
the motorboat is the one where I go, no, I will not do it.
My titties rarely ever get motorboated, and if they
You're
were,
not a motorboat person.
they're kind of too small to have been.
Sporty titties.
They're you know, like, do you wear a push-up bra? But there's really not, like, you know, they're not
do?
gonna touch. Huh? I wear a push-up bra at work. Right now I'm just doing laundry, so I have the sports bra on. But, like,
Wait,
you know,
what's the difference?
this is a sports bra. It says this. Dink,
You
dink.
didn't need it.
You know.
But thank you.
You know.
So, okay. So then it's
So the
scrunch it up
push-up-
together in the front more, right?
Yeah, it puts them up.
Pushes up this
gives-
way.
I wear the bombshell. It gives me like 3 sizes up.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't want you to have big tits, Mellis.
I love them for work. They're fun.
You get big tits then.
No, you know, like
I
some.
like little tits.
I don't care what.
I like Katie's tits when they're real big for photos because I can tell she's super happy about them. But I like her little tits. I like little tits.
Yeah.
I'm a little tit guy.
I like little tits too. I
like
like them all.
sometimes.
I will say this. I like them all. I don't
see.
even care if they're fake or real or small or big, or I like them any way you put them. You know, but like I know I like whatever girls feel comfortable with having. You know.
Do you know what a cat in the bathtub is?
I'm trying to imagine. Don't.
So when you try and put your dick and your balls in the pussy.
That's what that's called.
Tony Hawk told me that.
Tony Hawk.
No. Not by putting his balls in my pussy.
Okay. Wow. Well, I'm glad you clarified that. But wow,
I felt the need.
didn't know that.
Right? Horny
Because-
shit.
I mean,
I'm not into it, but it's horny shit.
No, it is. Have you ever seen that viral video? And I'm not making up. This is the title of it. This is what it was called. It was called. You typed in. It's probably deleted now, but you would type in nigga with a bunch of A. Do you remember that?
No, I don't remember that.
Okay, it was a guy who was, you know, like he was obviously doing like a you know, interracial gangbang, and the girl was on her back with her butt and pussy up, and he had his dick in her pussy, and then he had his balls in her butthole, and he was all, nigga, I got my balls in her ass and my dick in her pussy, and he kept like repeating this over and over, and it was like this viral video for a while. It was years ago. Me and all my roommates would watch it all the time.